comes to my head when I think about Capricorn is resourceful. These Capricorns are very resourceful. They have the ability to like handle themselves in different types of situations and be prepared and ready for the worst case scenarios. Are very resourceful, always seem to have things in order or organized, or they just know how to utilize this world and how to, maintain themselves in this type of world. They're very resourceful. They just don't just like completely collapse and fall. They don't do that. They just have a way, maybe have somebody that they utilize, because one thing they also do is they know how to use people. Yeah, they know how to use people, and this isn't in a negative of a way, which obviously they can do in a negative way, but it's not completely what they do. They actually use people for the benefit of the people and themselves. But they think the thing with Capricorn is that they know how to use people. They know what to say. They know how to say. They know when to say. They're clever enough to understand what type of person this is and how this person can benefit me and I can potentially benefit them. Obviously, there are the selfish types that only think about themselves, but normally Capricorn isn't like that. They normally understand the fairness of the deal. They normally, they're normally just in terms of that way. Sometimes they may not be, but most of the time they are. And they use people. The Capricorn's motto is I use. They know how to use people. They know how to use items. They know how to use, money. They know how to use many different things in this life to benefit them. That's why they're so resourceful, you see. And another thing that Capricorn is, very much associated with, another thing that they are truly about is their career, Oh my God, I don't even think I spelled that right. Anyway, I don't think that's how I don't. You definitely don't spell career like that. Yeah, career. I don't know why I've lost the spelling for that, but anyway, that happens to me from time to time. I think it's a bit of what do you call it? Anyway, career. So Capricorn and career. Basically, all Capricorns, regardless of what position they're in their life, they want to achieve big time in their career. They want to, they always have these thoughts of achievements in their career. And even if they're not, they still want to badly. They still are prepared to, and they still, want to climb that ladder. And, their work ethic is hard. And the thing with the career with the Capricorns is that they do it step by step. They are willing to be patient, because remember, this is the mountain goat. Capricorn is the mountain goat. And when you think about the mountain goat, right, what does it do when it climbs? It takes it step by step. Yeah, one step at a time, and they step carefully. Capricorn steps carefully when they're trying to climb their career. Obviously, some don't, but most do. Most 100% do, and they step strategically, just like the mountain goat, taking its step strategically up the top of the mountain. And the career is like a mountain. You're climbing it. You can make one bad mistake and you may fall in your career. That's why Capricorns are very, very, resourceful. And they're resilient too. Capricorns do not back down, do not fold, do not, crumble. They do not. Capricorns don't do that. They are very, very much resilient. They just, even if they're completely down, they are coming back better than ever. They just have this resilience within them that they just cannot be broken, cannot be taken down completely. You know, it can't be. It's not a Capricorn thing. It's not a Capricorn thing to be for that to happen to them. No way. You cannot break them easily. And if anything, Capricorn will try to break you. That's if anything. You know, they have. Remember, Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, and Saturn rules this material world, this world that we're in. It's all about Saturn in some ways, not every way, but in some ways. And they will find a loophole where they can try and get you if they feel like they need to. They'll be very patient as well. You're not going to really see it coming completely. That's Capricorn for you. They can be also cold, very cold. You know, they have this ability to kill their emotions. And I mean kill it. Like, you know, they will stand in front of you and you may not even realize that you're talking to the same person. That's the ability Capricorn has. They can just be like completely cold. It's one of their things. They can, and that is also why they're quite calculated as well. I would say calculated as well. Cold and calculated. Cold and calculated. I mean, yeah, it's like they are plotting and planning, and they're doing it in the most coldest way possible that you will never really know. They just know how to do it. They have know-how. They're ready. They're prepared. They're prepared for all avenues. They've assessed it all, and they thought, okay, this is the best route. You know, mountain goat. They know what step to take. Don't forget that. They know what step to take. Capricorn do have an inner fear. They do have this internal thing that affects them. They're scared to lose. Scared to lose loved ones. Loved ones. They're scared to lose their loved ones. Even though they can, they're resilient, resourceful, and can be cold and calculated. This is their biggest fear. Their biggest fear is to lose the loved ones. They don't think they know how to cope with that, even though they can cope in many ways. I think because, you know, love is not a thing that is ruled by this material world. It's something different. It's a deeper feeling. And that deep feeling of pain and hurt is a fear for them. They fear that pain. They fear to be like out of control, which I'm really going to talk about next. They fear that lack of control of their emotions, of how they feel, or the person has this thing over them, their mom, their dad, their partner, their kids, whoever. They have a fear of losing them. And it's because they are control freaks. Now, they all do it in different ways. They all have different techniques of how they are control freaks. They could be overly nice, but they're still trying to manipulate and control you because of that niceness. They may be, you know, giving you things, utilizing you, making sure keeping you sweet for a reason to control you. You know, this is, and it's not, you can't look at this always negative. But, you know, they could be people who just like, if you touch something that they've maybe organized or whatever, they're going to lose their head because they like to be in control. They like to have everything the way they want it. They don't want things out of their control, 100%. They don't want it out of control. They don't want you out of control. They don't want their life out of control. They are just total control freaks. And sometimes it can go overboard, and they can, you know, when they lose control, they really become angry, aggressive, or upset, etc., etc. It really is a trigger point for them. They really do get triggered being out of control. So, you know, they are control freaks. It is who they are. Definitely is who they are, you know. And this can lead to Anxiety. Capricorns actually suffer from anxiety, most of them. Like, people think, all people can suffer from anxiety. Don't get me wrong. Anxiety is quite common these days. A lot of people say they have it, but with Capricorns and anxiety, it's because of this lack of control. They suffer from, and they suffer, sleep. Sometimes they find it difficult to sleep because they are overthinkers as well. They are overthinkers. And this anxiety and overthinking, it really makes they suffer a lot from it. That's why they feel like they need to control everything, because they just want to basically remove this anxiety and overthinking. Yeah, they really just want to remove it. They don't want to have it in their mind, and they don't want to suffer from this type of stuff. So that's why they need to have things in control, or they're always going to feel this way, this stressy, panicky, and you may not see it because Capricorns don't display their emotions to everyone. They have to first really, really, really know how to get to trust you, and know that, not just trust you, know that you can handle communicating with them in this type of way. If they feel like you can't, if they feel like you cannot be the type of person to handle what they're going to say, they're never going to tell you. They're never going to tell you because they just don't trust you in that way. They don't feel like you're ready, or you just don't communicate the way they want you to, because they are control freaks. It's that simple. They generally are control freaks. I'm just really, really, this is a leader sign. We have to remember it's a leader sign. And they're overthinking is a lot for them. That's why they need to have, that's why they have to have things very much organized. They need to have their life organized and things organized, and everything needs to be in order. Yeah, they need to be in order. That's Capricorns. They need things in order. It needs to be orderly. They like to organize. They actually enjoy organizing. So, these two don't happen. 100%. 1000%. This is Capricorn for you. But there is more I could write here. For example, they are, if they have, how can I say, with them, I'll say a good, really, really positive thing about them. A really positive thing about them is that they respect time. And what I mean by that is they respect your time. Yeah. They truly, genuinely will not waste your time. They will never do that. Unless it's something dodgy. But other than that, they will never waste your time. They respect time. They will try their best not to be late. If they are ever late, they will, if you have something that you need to do, let's say this Capricorn is your boss, for example, and you have an emergency, and they know that you need that time to go and do your thing, they will do that. If Capricorn is your friend, and you said you can't meet them because you have something that is urgent, blah 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 blah, they will not have any bad feelings towards you. They will not pretend or anything, because they respect your time. That is about you and what you need to do. They respect time. They don't waste people's time. Relationship wise, it's the same. They won't get with someone if they feel like, that's not going to happen. They might entertain them, but they will say, I'm not going to do this. We're not going to have this, Capricorn just respect your time. They will treat your time with respect. They say they're meeting you this place, they're going to do it. They're not going to be horrendously late, etc., etc. They're going to be straight up with you. They respect your time because they know how important time is. 100%. So, Capricorn overall is, I would say, the strongest point of Capricorn obviously is the control, because it's all of them have it. All of them have this control freak in them. All of them. I'm just no doubt about it. And they are very resourceful. And they, all of it. But control freaks and resourcefulness is just Capricorn across the board. There's no denying it. But yeah, this is what Capricorn, as you can see here, is truly about. If I've missed anything, add it to the comments. Have a great day.